Welcome back to Afrogist. Today, I have a very important question to everybody watching. What time is it in your immigrant life? No, I'm not asking about whether it's 12 p.m. in America, 8 a.m. in Europe, or 6 p.m. in Canada, or 7 a.m. somewhere in Australia, or what time it is in Italy, wherever you may be, China, you name it. I'm asking, what season of life are you currently in? Because some of us are still acting like yesteryears, back in 2016, 2013, or whenever you were chasing the visas. And some of us are still fasting and praying for a breakthrough when God has, in fact, answered most of the breakthrough and we don't even see it. And some are still busy building life back home or whatever business, whatever they're doing, whilst messing up on what matters most, the lives of our children in abroad. Stay with me to the end because I'm going to share 3 mistakes that most Africans make when they move abroad with respect to time. Trust me, some of these conversations are going to be very uncomfortable for some people, but hey, truth needs to be told. And truth, as we all know, it hurts to know the truth. So, what does time feel like in abroad? We pray for the visas, we got it. We pray for the interviews to pass it, God granted that. You pray to travel, you got that. You prayed for immigration documents, you got it. Or even if you haven't, I pray to God if you're in the process, things will run smoothly. You're probably on your way doing it. Now you're in abroad, and then you realize in abroad, time flies. In fact, time moves so fast that before you blink and open, last month feels like last week. Time moves so quick, and we're racing to catch time, and that time also keeps moving. So we cannot even catch up. Time is fast in abroad. Problem number one, we stopped investing in our spiritual lives when we moved abroad. Let's be honest. Before we moved abroad, or before most people moved abroad, most people were professional prayer warriors, especially before we got the visas. From Monday through to Sunday, people are in church. We're in church praying to God day and night, fasting, you name it, whether praying, conferences, church services, harvest, anything that concerns church and our relationship with God. We were very serious back home. But then God granted our request. We moved abroad, and then unfortunately, we wrote our resignation letter to God. We resigned, and we're like, okay, God, now we're in America, we're in Australia, we're in abroad. And so just be in the background. We'll call you when we need you. Or we quit. We'll quit in our relationship with you. We'll put it in on hold, and then we'll come back to it whenever we have time. We suddenly gave God a resignation letter. Now, church is optional in abroad. Praying is optional. Anything spiritual having to do with our spiritual lives is optional. We get to it whenever, or there's no time. We have to go to work. We have to go to this appointment. So we make all excuses and we'll say later. We'll keep pushing it back or postponing it until we get that scary email from the immigration officers, something very scary. And now we remember, oh, we had to run back to God. Before you know it, it's been 5 years, 6 years, and you have never even stepped your foot in any church. Am I telling the truth? Let's also try to remember that spiritual maintenance is not just for visa applications or when we need something urgent, especially when we want to travel abroad. It is for life. So let's ask ourselves again. Maybe it's time to return back to God. It's time to go back to church, return to prayer life, return to those prayer meetings again. Maybe it's time to rebuild your spiritual foundation and reconnect back to God. because God is not dormant. He appears dormant because we have him dormant in our minds. But in reality, God is all living. He's always there, ready for us, waiting to have a relationship with us. God misses us. And let's not forget, the same God who brought us from Africa or wherever we moved from to abroad is the same God who will sustain us throughout our lives in abroad, and even our whole lives on earth. Remember, he is the giver of life. Second problem, we take care of everybody else, especially back home, but ourselves. Immigrants are experts at helping everyone, helping families back home, doing projects, community projects, village projects, helping people in funeral time, parties, weddings, occasions, you name it, immigrants help. And that's a good thing. I think everybody who does that deserves an applause. Meanwhile, your own health is hanging on a thread, it's begging for help. But we keep saying, we'll get to that later. We'll push through it. We're tough. We're Africans. We're tough to do difficult things. We'll be fine. Some of us have never even checked our blood pressures ever. We don't even know the baseline. Most people have never been to the doctor's office. Even if they go, they rarely go. Until something bad is going on, nobody steps a foot to the doctor's office. Let's not wait until the day, pray to God it never happens, but let's not wait until the day the body crashes and then we say to ourselves, we wish we had done this sooner. Some of us, we don't even exercise, talk about even getting enough sleep. So, is it time to go to that doctor's appointment that you keep putting it off? Is it time to get the screening exams that gets postponed by the year? Do you need a diabetes screening or a hypertension screening? Is it time to start exercising? Maybe 10 minutes a day. Time is scarce in abroad. We all know that. But your health is your wealth. You need to find time and do some exercises. As long as you're doing something, 10 minutes a day, that's all you need. Is it time to get some more sleep? Remember, your family, both home and abroad, need you alive, they don't just need you to work. They need you alive and well. The third and final problem I want us to talk about is that we keep delaying life. This is the biggest one. And African immigrants are very good at this. We'll enjoy life later. We'll travel later. We'll spend time with the kids later. We'll start retirement planning later. We'll solve the marriage problems later. We'll do the counseling later. Everything is later. Then suddenly, your child is graduating high school. You blink, and then you realize it's been 20 years. Yes, it's been 20 years. Time is fast in abroad. I have realized this. Children don't wait growing. Time doesn't wait. Life does not wait. Our bodies doesn't wait. Aging doesn't wait. Retirement doesn't wait. In fact, it's running to us and it's quick. When you came to America or when you travel abroad, when you're in your 20s and it's been 20 years, you do the math. You know where your age is at. When you came in your 30s, at 20 years, you're probably in your 50s. If you came in your 50s and it's been 10 or 20 more years, you know how old it's getting. So time waits for no man. More importantly, the calendar doesn't care about your plans. One day you wake up and realize you've been busy missing important moments with the very special and precious people. So ask yourself, let's all ask ourselves, what season am I in right now? What time is it in my life? Is it time to start retirement investing or even think about it? Is it time to start spending more weekends with the family? Maybe it's time to take that vacation. Some of us, we've not been home over the past, 10, 20 years. Maybe it's time to go back home and visit that family member who invested so much in your traveling abroad, who sacrificed their life to make sure you grew up to be who God meant you to be, and also sacrificed to get you over to abroad. Maybe it's time to just do something simple. Pick up the phone and call that loved one. Is it time to have date nights again? This is to the married couples or people in relationships. Is it that time? Is it time to be present with your children? A pastor of mine was preaching at church and he gave this illustration. He said, a kiddo once asked the dad, he said, Dad, how much is your hourly pay? And the dad looked very disturbed, looking at his child and was asking, why do you ask? And this child went, because I want to save money and buy 2 hours of your time. What does this tell us? Our children are yearning for attention. Our children are pleading for our time. They're missing out on the parent child relationship. Does it sound like you? Because one day you may wish for one more ordinary day to spend time with a loved one. Hopefully, it will never be too late. So the question is not what time is it abroad. Let me remind you the question again.
You know what time
The question is, what time is it in your immigrant life? Or what time is it in your life? Is it time to reconnect with God? Is it time to get a health screening or health check? Is it time for some retirement planning? Or is it time to prioritize your family? Is it time to change a lifestyle? Because time is the one currency that nobody can earn back. Remember, time lost can never be found. Money comes back, jobs may come back, opportunities may come back, but time may never come back. As you're watching this video right now, the clock is ticking. You cannot reverse it. We're not in control of our time on earth. We're not in control of time. Only God is. We've all been given 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. And whatever we do with that time matters. So one day when you look back at the season that you're in today, the question is, would you be proud of how you spent your time? Or would you wish that you would have paid more attention to the clock? If this message spoke to you, please type in the comment, I know what time it is. And let us know what area in your life needs more attention right now. And if you're new on AfroGist channel, please like this video, share, subscribe for more AfroGist. And remember, don't just build a life abroad, make sure that you're actually living it. Until next time, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.